Today I'm just going to review this Eheim pre-filter that I got in. Eheim makes this for their canister filters. I believe you can also kind of jerry-rig it to some hang-on back filters as well. I've seen people do that. So if you can make the intake connections fit, you can use it as well on that. But Eheim's got a couple ideas for setups back here. It looks like it works on the classic series filter. I mean, just judging from the picture down there, it looks like it just fits onto the intake like it does on their other models. I'm going to put it on a Pro 4 when I get it, if UPS ever delivers it. So I'll probably post another video just to see how that goes. Anyway, there's not much to this thing. It's just a filter, nothing else in the box. So this is what it looks like. It's all black, kind of a gunmetal blackish gray, charcoaly color. The first thing you notice though is it's pretty big. The pictures don't really do it justice. I mean, unless you see it in somebody's tank online or something, it's hard to really tell how big it is just from looking at like a website picture. But I mean, the filter part is like the size of a tall boy, like a 16-ounce, can. So it's pretty big. The one nice thing about it is you can basically reduce the size by half. If you see these little clips here, this is how you basically remove the pieces and pull the sponge out whenever you want to clean it or do anything with it. The one thing I did notice is this is where you press here in the center, and you can hear it kind of squeaking there, but I've seen a lot of reviews where people are like, oh, it broke, it's a cheap piece of plastic, I was trying to take it apart and like the plastic snapped. Well, I think people are getting confused because you press here, right, and you think the latch is this little thing right here on the front. It's not. It's actually unlatches from the side. So when you press this in, you just kind of want to wiggle it left and right instead of back and forth, because if you do back and forth, you're just going to break off that little clip up here. So it goes for the same thing with this one. People are trying to pull it straight off, and that's not how it works. You kind of have to wiggle it back and forth, left and right, not to break this clip off. So I've taken this thing apart probably 50 times. I haven't even used it yet, obviously, but it snaps back together pretty quick. But as long as you just kind of follow that guideline and don't break the clips, I mean, it snaps right back together. So the other thing you can do is you can actually just filter it like this, and just have one of the sponges in there. The bottom is actually nicely kind of sealed up there. It will take water in through the center here, but you can reduce it by half if you don't want this giant pre-filter in your tank. Anyway, here's the sponge in here. It's a pretty nice sponge. It's not so, or it's coarse enough to where it's going to let the small stuff go through and go through your filter like it should, but any big chunks of anything, food or crap or whatever, I don't think this will get clogged up too much. And it's a pretty firm sponge. It's definitely going to be usable. You just pull it out, wash it out in the sink or wherever, and put it back in. So I don't know, we'll see how much water flow gets restricted if it does. The other nice thing I think I will like is I have a sponge filter in another tank, and like when you pull it out to clean it off, all the junk that's stuck to it falls out, falls off, and then it makes your tank all gross. These are actually sealed at the bottom, both of them. So I think when I go to clean these and pull the sponge out, instead of all the crap just floating off of the sponge, it actually, I think, will catch in the bottom of here. I mean, if you take it off, gently. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much it. There's not much more to it. I saw something funny on the box. It said they're stackable, right? So I assume this means you could buy another pre-filter kit like this, and then take off the top, stack 2 more pre-filters on top of these. You know, they all linked, joined together, and just have like a massive pre-filter. I don't know who would do that, but I do think it's funny that you can just stack 2 more on top of this and just have a massive pre-filter. Anyway, other than that, it's pretty nicely built, I think. The plastic isn't like flimsy. I mean, you can't really, everything clicks into place pretty well. So yeah, that's that. I also got this high door 300 watt inline heater. I'll do a video on that here shortly, probably after this one, but I don't know, I'm still waiting on UPS to come through. They suck. So anyway, stay tuned if you want to watch another video of me hooking this thing up and actually seeing how it does on the tank. I'll have that eventually. So alright, thanks for watching.